Okay, so beginning your day, and of course Ajahn Yaniko and myself just returning from Houston and participating in a funeral ceremony for the the chief monk of the Thai Sangha Council in America. He passed away in February, so they had the funeral ceremonies. And I think one of the reflections that's maybe a good takeaway is to, especially as a sometimes as a forest monastery or as a just being in a community that doesn't interact that directly with the kind of world around all that much, but that we have just the relationships that we have, and the kind of the web or network of people who we are connected to, and that sometimes it's easy to, when you're living in a monastery and you've got your meditation routine and your it's easy to not recognize the fact that we are very much a part of a larger circles of connection and kind of a mutual support, so both within the say the lay community, but then also within the extended monastic community, and it's not just about us, and we're not kind of individuals, sort of completely independent, striving for liberation, kind of the American ideal of the rugged individual, who isn't beholden to anybody. It's not how we live, and it's not how we function as human beings, but particularly as monastics, and that was being in with this funeral ceremony and having the opportunity to connect with many of the monastics there, senior monastics. I mean, I'm 48 years as a monk, and I was pretty far down the line. And I didn't. There was a ceremony where they had 10 Jiao Kuns, like these monks of titled monks, having titles from the king, and they had 10 of them chanting at once, and I wasn't in that 10. I had other things that I ended up doing, but it just gives an indication of the range of people that were there. And then, and I think also one of the things both Ajahn Yaniko and I were quite impressed with was just the kind of this degree of sincerity and goodness that was gathered in one place. they're they are it's like a group of a lot of honorable people coming together to pay their respects to a monk who they everybody loved and respected. So that's quite a beautiful occasion, and they and then again there's the sense that makes it quite tangible, the sense of connection and kind of responsibility that we have to each other as monasteries, as monastics, and then within the monastics to the lay community, and it also it was sort of highlighted in another way of the because we also spent time with a lay supporter from here who has a house in just south of Houston, and we were talking with her, and it was Ajahn Yaniko, and her was mentioning how just the effects that we have, even if we're junior monks, interactions that you have with people resonate and do create connections, and those impressions last. So that it is the nature of karma that we are you have tendrils of connection to everything around us, so that to pay attention to those tendrils, because you want to be creating really wholesome, skillful relationships with not just within the immediate community, but just within kind of the human community that we have the occasion to interact with, and because it resonates out, but it also comes back to you. It doesn't go one way; it goes both ways. So that just paying attention to that, and recognizing that nothing's really lost, and you want to be reaping the fruits of goodness and clear intention, because that's when the Buddha talks about kamma. He says kamma is volition, cetana. It's what we set out as an intention, as a volition. It has effects out. It comes back to us. So being, and that's why it's these fundamentals of mindfulness, of precepts, and attending to integrity. This is not a small thing. It has big effects for in our life, and other people's lives. So it's just a reflection that comes up from the time.